This is Danny with QuadLugs, and I want to show you a variation of a build that I just did on a 380 Sport. Briefly looking at it, it looks all the same, except for that I put the battery mount underneath the canopy, and I took it from the bottom. So it leaves us, more room in this area right here. So what I've done, I've shortened the legs on it. We normally have 4-inch pieces of wood there, which brings it out, 3 inches or so, or brings it up about 3 inches or so. So we can do this with it. Now you go all the way, bring the foot all the way up to the motor arm lug, or, any variation in between. Something else we can do too, and these are some prototype parts that we're working on right now. And these are going to be used to build the Excel, which if you've watched some of our videos, we've been doing some test flying with it, and it's doing really, really well. I'll put these on, and it gives it a a whole different look, which I honestly like a lot. And this is a look with these legs on it. And again, these are the prototype parts that we're working on now. That's going to be used with the Excel. And again, any parts we come out with, if you already have the lugs or you already have a kit that you've built, they can be incorporated into there. And we have quite a few more on the drawing board to come out. But it gives a pretty interesting look here on putting these on. So I wanted to show you that, and let's take a look at the battery. And it's pretty interesting too, because we can fit a 5200 battery in here. But that's how it's coming out. I cut a deck, an additional deck here, and it goes on top of the body support lugs. So there's nothing really crazy to do. Just you can see where I took off the battery mount from here, cut this new piece, and reinstall the battery mount here. And that's basically all you have to do. Let me grab a battery. So that's basically all you have to do to move the battery to the top. And interestingly enough, let me go ahead and, I'm not going to connect the strap, I'm just putting it on here temporarily. So the battery fits on like that. And of course, this will tie in. Actually, let me do it this way. I put it this way. So again, the battery fits on like that. And it's going to plug in like that. And whenever you do that, the canopy fits right on top. And there you go. And it screws down here and here. And that's a 5200 battery in there. That's the Hobby King multistar, which is, I'm again not trying to sell their product, but it works very, very well. Now on this 380, I have the motor arm angles at 45 degrees, but you can put them at 60, and it'll work well with that. I have a few different motors coming in, and we're going to try some of those. And we're shooting for, about 17 to 20 minutes flying time with this, with these other motors, and I'll keep you posted on that. And, of course, I have the mount that we have, and this is also another part that's in production, or in the production stage. And these are prototypes. And you can mount your Mobius here, or if you're doing FPV, you can mount your camera here and have one on the back to mount, your transmitter. And also you have this room to do the same also now, you know, without the battery being there. We're also working on a gimbal, sort of like this one here. That's going to be able to be mounted to this area right here. And that's coming out also. So there's tons of things coming out, and you know, it seems like the more you mess around with these or you fly them and you build them, you come up with different things that you can do with it. It's just pretty incredible. But that's the neat thing about QuadLugs. Now I've flown it like this, and we're gonna have some flight video in the next couple days on it. Flies great like this, no problems whatsoever. And again, there's the battery. You know, the only thing you have to do is put the canopy on and off each time, but it's really no problem, because after these wires are connected, this slides right on really easy, and then 2 screws and you're done. Only other thing I had to do, except, you know, from this piece of wood here and moving the battery mount to the top, is I had to, you know, trim this back here. Not the neatest job in the world, but this is a canopy here that we had from Joe Nile, and it's been handled a lot, and it's just, I tell you, it surprised me how well they hold up. I knew they were good, I knew they held up well, but for styrofoam, I tell you what, it holds up really well. This came from Joe Nile. The trip back, and you know, I set it up and put it on this one. Now I painted this one, you know, black, and again, you know, you can, if you can see here, this is purple and yellow and black, so you know, you can do pretty much anything you want with these. I am going to be duplicating this one in the carbon that's getting ready to come out. We're starting to get our stock in right now, and the manufacturer's in production. So, you know, we'll be introducing that here real soon. And, you know, I'll have it in this one, or a build in this one also. But this is the 380 with the prototype parts for the legs. Obviously, you can use the original ones, or the ones we have out now. But hopefully, it's a little bit of delay. I think it's going to be another couple months before we have all the parts out, and it's actually 3 new parts that will allow the building of the XL. But anyway, I just wanted to show you this. It's a great build. These things fly good, and I think you're really gonna like it. So this is Danny with QuadLugs, and we'll be seeing you soon, and we'll do a little showing of the XL. We flew it quite a bit over at Joe Nile, and I tell you, that thing flies really good too. But as with all QuadLugs, the more you get into it, the more you're going to be doing with it. Send us your videos and pictures. I'm really curious on what you guys are doing with them. But this is Danny with QuadLugs. We'll see you next time.